Hi all,
Yes.
this is Brian here from the Garden Pavilion. This morning I'm just going to go through the techniques in making up a nice summer hanging basket. First ingredient is always compost. This compost here has a very little amount of loam in it. It has sand in it because sometimes the compost actually dries out, and that's basically because it's mainly composted peat rather than a good mix. I also use this feed here, which is actually called Osmocote.
Oh, it's lovely and colourful, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's colourful so that you can actually see where the feed is and where you're actually placing it in the compost. So I just put it on the top. Basically what it does is it actually breaks down over a period of 6 months. Okay. So rather than having to use liquid feeds all the time, this will actually just do all the feeding for you, so you just have to manage the watering. So when we're putting a basket together, we tend to have something nice to give a bit of height in the centre. So here we're actually using Oscospermum.
Beautiful.
These are beautiful plants, well rooted. We got them from a local supplier. So as you can see, when I'm actually digging my hand in, some of the feed is falling through the soil. So don't be afraid with these guys to press and push. A lot of people think plants are very delicate. They're actually not, once you know how to handle them. The next thing, we have that nice height in the centre. We want to get some trailing plants around the side. So this one here is a beautiful plant that not a lot of people know about it, but it's Scaviola. Really beautiful white flowers, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and as it gets longer you get more flowers going along the shoot. So again, pull back the soil.
How long would you tend to get from plants like that?
Well, you will actually get these flowering right up until the first frost. So it depends on how early our frosts come in. Normally the winters now, we don't get frost sometimes even up until January, so you can get them well into October.
Okay, so great value then.
Yeah. One good thing about these, the Scaviola as well, is that you don't have to deadhead. Sometimes with some of the trailing plants and that, you have to spend a lot of time deadheading, which makes them high maintenance, particularly if you go on holidays. But these ones you don't, so it's great value. Again, with your root system, no harm in breaking a few roots because it actually helps them to send out new roots and not start running around in a ball. As you can see here, I'm actually going to just jam this in literally. And the whole planting technique of a basket is to get as many plants in as you can, because this basket is only going to be this is only going to be planted for 6 months, and after that then the life of the plant is over. So you can actually squash as many plants in as you can.
And then so say you know, if one of our customers has old baskets at home or containers, and they've come to, you know, the plants have come to the end of their lifespan, can they bring them into you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as long as the basket is still intact. You know, sometimes people bring in baskets and they are actually at end of life, but if you bring a basket in or a container, we will actually plant up. We will advise combinations for colour. If it's the case that you have your own combinations, we don't mind. We can actually plant up according to your own rules. Yeah, and it's actually free of charge. We give all the advice on the planting. Obviously, you pay for the plants, but everything else is free.
Fantastic. So it could save you a few hours in labour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a lot of our plants here, you can see, we sell our bedding in it's a 2 litre pot, or sorry, 1 litre pot, whereas a lot of them would actually sell them in a 10 centimetre pot. So because we give a bigger root space to the plant, we tend to get bigger plants. And they're great value. They're only 3 for €10, $3.99 each, or 3 for €10.
3 for €10. Fantastic. So you could, you know, you could put 3 in there, or 6, or however many you like.
Now, what I tend to do is put 4 in, and then where we have little gaps like this, I'll put lobelia, trailing lobelia in here, which you buy in a 12 pack, and it's only $3.99 for 12.
Okay.
But you can see very quickly how a basket can come together without too much work. Just this plant over here, our basket we planted last week, so you can see it's quite prolific and doing really well. So,
beautiful. Well, listen, Brian, thank you so much. That voila, it's you know, looking absolutely fantastic. And pop in store to see Brian and the team, and you can have a basket just like that at home.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Brian.